Yeah, man, laughing again. You already know we got some Foot Champs games coming up. We got to construct a team. We got lots of rags, but are we looking to get the best team in? Lego Padme have actually decided we're gonna let you spend a little bit. We're gonna give you a little bit of freedom this year, a bit of freedom this season to really spend up. We're getting in the likes of Iniesta. And he was rumoured to be in the team, and people were saying, oh my days, is Iniesta going to be in the team? He's washed up and all of this, but I can tell you he's not. Class really is permanent. The guy is going to be controlling from the middle, and Harry Kane, who I've had in the team before, he wasn't really the best in the changing rooms. I felt like he just wasn't a serious lad. He wasn't really about it, but, he's back. He's in amongst them, and he promised me, he said, lad, this time I swear I can do the most. And it seems to be that way. He's playing some false nine, so we go 1-0 up in the first game. These are really tense games, man. I'll tell you, Adama Traore. You might notice as well, it looks a little bit better, like the pitch quality and stuff like that. We're actually using, I think, 4K higher quality cameras for some of these games, I think, initially. But Harry Kane, that's what he's in the team for, trying to pick the passes, trying to find the little gaps. It's Phil Fodes, and he gets 2 goals on his debut. It's a dream debut for the boy. Phil Fodes, who's he pointing at, man? I think someone was doing a diss track on him before the game. Phil Fodes, you're shocking type thing. And he was pointing at that lad. He saw him in the stands. He was like, lad, look what man's just done. A little response. And, Phil Fodes, he's certainly got a bit of fight. Like, he's got something about it as he tries to get it to Raheem. Falls for the boy, Harry Kane. It was Phil Fodes. Looks to work something. Phil Fodes still magical on the ball. Oh, my goodness me. We're looking at, like, the next Lionel Messi or something from what I'm seeing here. Wow. I don't even know what to tell you, man. Phil Fodes going on a bit of a mad one. Ferran Torres, Harry Kane, and he does bang it, lad. He's back, man. He marks his return, Harry Kane, H. Kane, man. What a lad. Here is Harry Kane now again. Free for Ferran Torres. He's in on goal, and he bangs. And I have to say, man, I think the fans are really up for it this weekend. After the rank 1 finish and after becoming a slightly bigger club, we've put ourselves back on the map to an extent. Jobber actually turned out to some of these games. I was looking up and saw my boy Jobber up in the stands, and he was chuckling, the way that he normally does. Man was chuckling. And, it's good to be on the side of these big lads. And when you are, you just find that life just gets a hell of a lot better for you. It's weird. It really is weird at times. But, we're going to a second game. And I think Jobber's got contacts. Because the manager, I don't know whether he's threatened or anything like that. I can't really say too much on that, but there seems to be a bit of match fixing going on there. My guy Jobs has really come through as we get the second game, cooked up, man. 2 out of 2, and it's just about the perfect start. You're not really getting any better than that. So at this point, we're looking good. This team, though, the guy's got Ronaldo. The manager. I think this is actually, Ryan MK Man. Again, he keeps signing up for new clubs. A lot of these managers just no job security. They just keep kind of hopping from one to the next, hopping and skipping. And he's ended up at this club, and he's signed some big players. Cristiano Ronaldo really looking to do, a massive thing, like a Newcastle type thing with the rags and that. But, we're 1-0 up, and we're now looking to really kind of use a strategy on the boys. We're playing some lovely little triangle passing footy. Harry Kane picks it up just on the edge. Phil Fodes, look at this. It's beautiful footy. Look at that, Phil Fodes. Can't see Harry Kane. Oh, man. Big save. Look at the press, though. We're still kind of locking them in. Is Raheem Sterling pressing. Phil Fodes pressing. Falls to Rodri. Raheem Sterling. Ferran Torres skips away off the bar. Hello. Man, they're trying to silence me. The mic just cut out type thing. But Harry Kane spins and he bangs. H. Kane, man. He really is laughing. Look at him, man. Enjoying his time. He's enjoying his time with the fans. And the fans are actually liking the boy this time around. Like, he's actually getting a bit of a good reputation as Cristiano Ronaldo. Just goes for it there. And my goodness me, I tell you what happened as well. This weekend, I decided we need some of those vibes again. We need some of those lads. I actually brought in Shannon the Cannon. Shannon the Cannon Briggs. He was actually out there shouting at the lads. And you could see the energy's just a little bit different. Like, Shannon the Cannon Briggs was kind of screaming at the players, just saying, lads, let's go champ. And he was saying it before. He kind of got them to do a bit of a mantra, I think it's called. It's kind of like an OP strap that kind of gets it into your subconscious. And he was saying some stuff like, I'm the champ. And he sat there with Harry Kane. I'm the champ. And he kept getting him to say it before the game. And when he turned up on the pitch, he really was the champ. He looked like Shannon the Cannon in his prime. Harry Kane really tucking it away and all that thing. So, yeah, man, it was looking like a tough team this next one. 1-0 down. And these lot actually are super familiar with a certain dish, you know, the chicken nuggets and chips. They've been going at it for time, and the cameras cut out halfway into the game, but they actually ended up getting the diddly dob. As you can see, the team's gone type thing, you know, the whole team is getting done. I literally said, "Oi lads, go to the airport, I'll see you there." And then, you know, they're waiting, and I got a couple of texts from Raheem Sterling. He was like, "Lad, where are you? I thought you were going to be there. We're going on like a little trip or something like that." And nah, man, didn't turn up, and I just had to let him go. You know, the whole squad went, and Harry Kane, you know, he's looking like it was going to be a big kind of thing. He was posting out on social media. You know, I love being at the club. I'm loving the meals, you know, the green tea and all of that. And then he's gone. You know, just like that, you know, here today, gone tomorrow type thing. And I think that's actually a quote from The Last Jedi. And The Last Jedi is not the best film, so man's not happy now. So, yeah, we're getting the 4-2-4, the 4-2-4 strap. You know, I called up Andy Flick, and I said, "Lad, you know, we've lost the game early doors. Panic stations. You know, it's getting scary, man. We need you. We need you to really kind of do a madness." And we get this new team in. And my, do we spend the rags? I think it was about 400k. You know, we're going deep into the pockets of Lego Padme FC. And the board actually, like, said to me, as the funds were kind of going out of the board, because, you know, it's practically all of the dough that we have, they said, "Lad, you better do the most. You better do the most." I mean, you know, it's a completely new board of directors, and they were saying, you know, we don't want to have to do the same thing that the last board of directors do. You know, tying up your funds and stuff like that. You know, we don't want it to get rough. So, yeah, I pretty much had to guarantee that I was getting a good result. You know, if you're going to spend these kind of racks, you have to guarantee it. In Haaland coming through, we actually got him on the cheap. I think I sold the boy at the start of the game for about 130k. And the player's just depreciated in value so much. I don't know why. I think it was because he maybe made some controversial statements or something. And, you know, something weird that ended up being in the media between, I think it was actually our club. And, I think it was the beef with Nicky Brez. I think it was the beef with this guy called Nicholas Breslin, who is one of the biggest, you know, celebrities in our time. And he's famous for certain tracks, you know, such as, I think it's called Nicholas Breslin. But anyway, he had a beef with him, and all of a sudden Haaland's price goes down, and we're just like, "Lad, we might as well sign him." And here he is, hopping and skipping, getting a hat-trick just like that. I mean, he actually kind of blew through the team. I think the team's called Blew It, and he just got blown to pieces. And, you know, it's tough to see, man. It's tough to watch for those fans, but for our fans, they're loving life right now. So I think I've mentioned in the past that I think Jabba was actually a big fundraiser. Ever since we did really well in the first FUT Champions weekend, he managed to fundraise for these portable lumbar support attachments for the chairs at the FUT Champions Stadium, because obviously they don't supply the lumbar support chairs like at the Lego Padme FC Stadium. So for everyone coming in, they've recently been getting like orders. You know, they've gone out of stock already, but a lot of the Lego Padme FC fans are now sitting in comfort, and they're loving life. So, you know, it's just a really, really jokes time whenever you turn up at the FUT Champ Stadium now, because, you know, you're looking over at the away fans and you're thinking you just haven't got, or the other fans rather, there's no away fans, but you're looking over and you're just thinking, lads, you ain't got the same luxury as we have. So another diddly dob. At this point, we're kind of cruising on through, man. You know, I think we've only lost one game thus far, and we're living lavish. The whole gang's living lavish. So we're getting into this next game. If this guy's trying to set up in a 4-3-3 false 9, I don't know whether he's trying to be like Guardiola or something like that, but, you know, we're looking to skip on by, and my guy Haaland, what's he saying? He's kind of just crazy with it. Look at that, the shot power there. He's actually a bit of a machine. He's actually a little bit of a machine, and, you know, he's getting the goals, and that's what we need. We need goals. Goal lassos, man. Hello? Yeah, they're cutting the mic again, and I really do see why they're doing that, as Alphonso Davies cruising down this left-hand side. And I have to say, by the way, I'm actually really just loving life in Coruscant right now. I was actually shopping earlier with Shannon the Cannon, and he's kind of become one of my main assistant managers alongside... we're looking to get in Joe O'Brien as an assistant manager, because he was one of the managers that actually defeated me back in the day. And all of a sudden, like, he wanted to be at Lego Padme. He really loved the living conditions, and he really liked the look of a club. You know, the club has got a certain prestige, a certain lure to it. And, you know, if we can get in top managers like that, you know, Joe O'Brien, that can contribute to the team and really get this team playing, And, you know, when I say this team, it seems to be a different team every week, and, you know, every 2 seconds, because the players are just getting dropped like that. You know, they're getting dropped, and I'm not talking about my guy Shannon the Cannon walking in the changing rooms and doing the most to him, but, you know, Nkunku trying to play it through. Haaland in on goal. He's eyeing it up. A little chip. Where's the Nuggets? Yeah, man, cruising. Look at him, man. Look at him laughing. Just like the whole club. Just like the whole club, man. And, I've seen a lot of people are taking Twixes to the stadium recently to mark a nice occasion, actually. I think it's 1 year coming up too since the first FUT champions of Lego Padme FC, and we had like a nice celebration where we're all we actually passed I think it's a brand new Twix that's been unveiled, and they were passing it around the stadium almost like it was the Olympic torch or something, and then they eventually kind of hung it up in the stands or whatever, like the stadium stands right up at the top, and it was on display, this new Twix. And I'm looking forward to munching it, and, you know, the winner gets the Twix type thing, and we had to fight. And that was actually in this stadium here, in this game. And we go 1-0 down, and all of a sudden I'm sweating. I'm like, lads, and you could see all of the players wanted a munch as well. And, you know, I said, if anyone gets a hat-trick, you're having that Twix. But if not, I'll be munching it still. But, you know, maybe I'll give you a little crumbs. You know, crumbs to the chaps. So, you know, we're 1-0 down at this point. Everyone's fighting for the Twigs. Shiver me timbers type thing. They just started to get a bit shook. They weren't quite at it. You know, where's the finishing boots type thing? Haaland. And he started getting a bit salty because he was like, lad, I can't see myself getting a hat-trick, which means that I could score goals. I could score 2 and I still won't get it. And all of a sudden, he started bottling because of that. He was like, I'm not going to get a hat-trick, am I? He really wanted the Twigs. And just look at the sitters, man. Look, chance after chance. Watch this. Falls for Haaland. It's just not going in. And I actually remember somebody commented, actually, one of the chaps, they actually said, you need to get Handanovic. And I was like, I don't know, Chesney kind of doing the most. And then all of a sudden, you know, Handanovic is pulling out an absolute worldie against us, and we just can't get it past, and they're hitting us on the counter now. And the Twix is getting further and further away from us, man. My mouth's watering, and it's just not going to happen, is it? Man's not going to get that Twix. And at this point, I'm just like, oh, man. Not happy, man. Not happy at all, man. It's just not fair. And I started running for the Twix, getting my fishing rod out and trying to, like, get it down, but then I got tripped over by the opposition manager, and then it all started to go haywire on the side, man. Shannon the Cannon was swinging, but they actually had a box of themselves. They had Mike Tice swinging, and all of a sudden, you know, nobody's even watching the game anymore. Mike Tice against Shannon the Cannon. Shannon the Cannon lands. He drops him. Mike Tice. Oh my days. And then I look back and I'm like, oh man, we ain't done it though, and we didn't manage to get the Twix either. City's still being missed. I think Gnabry wanted it too, man. And at this point, you know, we're 4-1 down. We're absolutely dominating the game. I don't know what the expected goals are saying, man. My guy's over at Opta or whatever, you know, getting the stats in. You know, the stats are looking a bit strange, you know, because we should really be getting more goals. Goretzka, he was like, lad, I'm hungry, man. But not hungry enough. I didn't see enough hunger in this team, man. We're just looking a bit dire here, man. And we lose. Look at that. 6 expected goals. 2.4. And then at the end, they actually zoomed in the cameras. And the opposition manager, Benji Backhouse, he collected the dub. He then munches up on the Twigs. So, yeah, man. Tough times. We lose, I think, 2 games. It's on the ropes.